Hey everybody, happy Friday. I'm so sorry I'm late. Hey ladies, happy Friday. So we are going to wind down from the challenge that we had this week. We've talked about a lot of good information. So I'm just kind of in my living room finishing up my work day. So we're just going to kind of go back through what we learned this week and how can we take that information and do something differently with our businesses next week. Okay, so we're going to kind of wind down. We are going to have an FAQ, so if you have any questions, just drop them down in the chat. Even if you catch the replay, that's fine. And of course, there are a lot of new people here, so if you're new, do hashtag new in the comments and let me know. So hey, Simone. Oh, excuse me. Okay. It's been such a fun week doing the challenge. I have enjoyed getting on here in the evenings. I know it's Friday night, so people may be doing different things, but for me, I'm at home. So forgive me for being late. Y'all know we were supposed to get started at 7:30, but I had to, hey Denisha, I had to crochet my hair. So y'all can see I had to crochet my hair. And at 7:30, y'all would not want to see me like that. So I just got done crocheting my hair. Thank God I don't have to worry about fooling with my hair, um, or doing anything. That wig that I was wearing, I need to toss that thing under the sink. I need to wash it and put it back up in my wig closet. But I crochet my hair today, and I'm actually about to get an Amazon shop. So like the hair that I use and stuff, I put it in there because it was so cheap. So but she said, me too, and I'm on the couch like an old lady. Girl, that's about to be me. That's about to be me. I promise y'all, I'm a husband a DJ, and it's Friday, so of course he has a gig. But I really want to go get me. I want to try to get off this live before the Chinese food place closed by my house, because that's what I got to taste for tonight, some Chinese food, and I'm gonna be on the couch myself catching up. Netflix seemed like it has so much new good stuff that I haven't seen. So I really feel like tonight is going to be a Netflix type of night for me where I'm going to completely relax. I done did my hair, thank God. The only other things that I have to do, like tomorrow, I have to completely get ready for Easter. So the family is doing Easter dinner here at my house. So I'm going to host Easter. So we got a full spread. So I got to do the ham. I'm gonna order the chicken because I'm not frying all that chicken. I'm gonna do some turkey necks. My sister doing some greens. I'm gonna do some dressing, some macaroni, some yams. My cousin gonna do some green beans, some lasagna. So yeah, I tomorrow I'm gonna be at Costco and doing all my official auntie stuff to get ready to have Easter here. And then I guess we'll see how many kids will be here so that we can do an Easter egg hunt too in my backyard. So y'all already know the drill. We're about to get started. We will not be long because I know it's Friday night. So, hi to everybody that's watching, y'all. Thank you for joining. We're just winding down from the week. Tell me about your week in the comments. You know, I usually ask you to introduce your business. Tell me about your week. You can rate it 1 to 10, 10 being the best, and 1 not, not so good. Hey, Liz, tell me about your week. I know for me and my business this week, I had some wins in some different areas, some networking wins. I had all of my content scheduled out, so I was able to step away from that. So that was a big win. I was able to sell some more tickets to Conquering Cocktails, so that was a win. I got a lot of new good leads for the Conquer Club, so that's a win. Simone says an 8. I got you. That's really good though, Simone. So kudos to you. I know we've been chatting some. So kudos to you, and I'm proud of you for like digging into your business, trying to understand who you're talking to, who your customer is, so that your messaging and your marketing can be clear. So I'm excited for you. Simone says, my time management was a lot better. And if you're just popping on, we're just talking about how our week was. Y'all can see I'm just in the living room chilling. I'm not back in the office. We're just winding down from the week. So tell me how your week was. And I was telling them about my week and my weekend. Simone says, my time management was a lot better and it felt great. I added a few new self care routines that feel amazing. I love it. Having better time management is so good. And that's something that, yeah, that's something that I feel like I got to get back to, because when I was using Monday.com like religiously, I would get so much stuff done. But even now, I have to have a to do list, but sometimes my to do list is in one of my Conquer notebooks, and maybe on my MacBook, and maybe in my phone. So, oh, excuse me. Yeah, I was braiding my hair. My arms hurt so bad. Girl, y'all should have seen me trying to do this crochet in my hair. Thank God for TikTok. I wanted some braids, but I did not feel like sitting away to get my hair done all day. So, Liz says, listen, with all the crazy stuff going on, your life is a breath of fresh air. Girl, girl. Listen, I'm telling y'all, I'm really starting to enjoy the idea of kind of like winding down my days on live in the group like this. I love it. This feels so safe. It feels like I'm just talking to my girls. I guess I am. Girl, today with that verdict, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. Girl, I would be, man. Whew, that's tough. Man, that's tough. That I can't, my platform, I don't usually go into all that, but that's tough, man. That's tough. That's tough. That verdict back today, man, that's tough. I don't know what to say. I can't get into it too much, but that's tough. And I'm just, unfortunately, not surprised. Denisha said, no wins with sales yet, but I will be live tomorrow. I was able to post a bit more using the content calendar more than I have been the past few weeks. Yes, girl. I was able to schedule one day of posts. I did research email marketing. I'm patting myself on with the small steps. There you go. I love it. Good for you. I love it. That's a lot of what it's about, right? And we talk about that a lot, even inside the Conquer Club. So yes, we'll always have sales goals because we want to shoot for the stars. But also there are going to be other things, especially in this season of the business where you're kind of wearing all of the hats, where you're just learning about something new or putting something new into place, even if it's small. It's such a giant leap, more than we give it recognition for. So good for you, Denisha. I love it. Hey, Natanya. And Denisha says she's gained a few new followers this week. Ew. The Conquer Club. I love it. So Tuesday inside the Conquer Club, we're going to have another guest speaker I'm excited about. We're going to have Annette, the coupon coach inside the Conquer Club. She's going to be teaching us how to coupon on some of your everyday items. So again, oh yeah, my voice is raspy. Doing my hair no wore me out, okay? So we're going to have the guest speaker, Annette, come in. So thank you, Annette, for coming in. In the Conquer Club, we have guest speakers. Here in the group, it's really just me. But inside the Conquer Club, we do have guest speakers. So if you really enjoy the group, you really enjoy the challenges, listen, this does not compare to being inside the Conquer Club and being able to connect with some of the other ladies that are in my network that are mentored by me. And also for you to get a chance to actually talk to me, to ask your questions, talk about your audience, your mission. I can look over your content. When you're in the Conquer Club, I become your coach, right? So if you want access to that, the link to the Conquer Club is pinned down at the bottom, and you can go to jointheconquerclub.com. Another thing that I really, really, really want from y'all is to let me know what you think about the challenges if you want to do some in the future. Y'all know I talked about doing some on networking, appearance, how to leverage going to an event, how to find good events, and also talked about doing something for the other coaches, okay? So I'm doing an FAQ, okay? So if you have a question about your business, ask it below. I will answer it for you. Doesn't matter if you're asking me to give you, something that you would truly consider a coaching question. Drop it down below. If you're catching the replay, I may or may not get to your question. I will try my best to just make sure that you tag my name so that I make sure I see your comment if you're catching this on a replay and you have a question. It's completely fine. Just tag my name, please, because I don't want to miss it. So if you have any questions, this especially for my girls if you're in the Conquer Club, but even if you're inside the group, today is your chance to ask me a question. So ask your questions down below in the business. If you feel like it's something that you need momentum or help with, questions about when it comes to your marketing, content, ideas, getting organized, because y'all know I have a background in HR. So that's where a lot of my business acumen comes from, just watching these companies do their thing. I'm like, well, shoot, a lot of it is the same formula recipe. Simone says, I have a lot of content, but I don't know how to make it fun or interesting. It's given stiff. LOL. Okay, Simone. So I will have to go back and okay, actually no. Let me pull up your um, page right here. Simone, is this on your Facebook? All right. So Simone Jones, making jewelry, repairing jewelry, most custom designs accepted. Everything is for sale. Okay. So first thing I see is a shared post. Shared post, shared post, shared post, shared post, shared post, shared post. So love these creations. Jewelry. Is that your business? Okay. Is that your business page, Simone? I got you, Denisha. I see you also. Um, yes. Oh, sweet. Simone, this is you? I love this. Okay, Simone. So I will just give you my take on just as a consumer and an outsider. Um, so I know we talked about the idea of your business is kind of like the umbrella of your personal brand. And I feel like I talked about this yesterday. And it kind of ties into the final lesson that we have for tonight. She said, that's you, girl. You are 10 out of 10, girl. We talked about the different things that you should have on your profile to kind of, you know, this whole umbrella. So inspiring content. So this is something every entrepreneur can talk about with the personal brand. How did they start their business? Why did they get started? What was the motivation to keep them started? How do you stay motivated? What is your advice to people that's just starting? Where do you want to be in 5 years? What do you want to be in 20 years? It helps people understand your mindset around who you are, how ambitious you are, how far you've come, how you want to impact people. So we love to see those things from you on a day-to-day basis or every other day. Okay, and then educating us. I see that here you're showing some reels on. I saw this reel where you're actually customizing.
I'm making myself a necklace of me and my husband and I, proper grammar and all. Anyway, that's not the point. I have these new necklaces in. They're going to be
I love
perfect
these.
for Mother's Day, perfect for Babe's birthday, or just.
These reels don't look bad at all where you're doing the custom jewelry. I would just keep in mind that goes back to again our lesson from yesterday, which may be good for you to listen to, Simone, is it's not about you. It's really about your consumer. So you may be making the jewelry for you and your husband, but you can say, this is your chance to showcase your personality. So if you feel like you want to be a little funny in your voiceovers, you can. If you're a more serious person, just authentically, you can stay that way. But maybe show us, okay, this is I don't want to say you have to share the software, but step one is to do this. Step two is to do this. Step three is to do this. And then afterwards, this is what you have. It takes 60 minutes. I can sell these at 10 times what they cost, like really make it of value to us. So maybe Simone, the live from last night will help. It's not really about you. So showing us one hobby or interest you have, be clear on how to shop with you, which I feel like
Hey y'all, hey, and welcome.
your website is. Um, okay, if I go to your business page, it's right there, right? So it's super clear on how to shop with you. So you're fine there. Yeah, but when you talk about the idea of entertainment, don't overthink it. Some of the stuff that you're probably already doing would be considered entertaining content to your audience. So maybe just document more of what you do day to day. Because she said, I have those on my YouTube. Oh, okay, I break them down. Oh, perfect. There you go, Simone. You got it. All right, so Denisha says, what would your advice be to someone who doesn't struggle with confidence per se, but struggles with procrastination as it relates to execution? Okay, Denisha. She said, I have a fab humor. Yes, I bet you, girl, I'm already knowing. Personality on 10. Voiceovers are such a good, easy, and fun way for you to kind of like showcase your personality without like full blown skit acting, but just doing a reel and having like a super dope voiceover. Kind of like how Roll It Up K. Y'all watch her? Roll It Up K that does. She's the comedian that reviews the food. Her voiceovers are like top tier. They're so funny. So, if you want to try voiceovers as a way of the entertainment element to where they're more fun, maybe that would be good. Okay. Okay, Denisha says, since being an empty nester as of last August, I'll be wanting to just relax, chill, rest, and lay low. Got it. So we're gonna go through this. This is one I hear, right? So Denisha is saying if someone doesn't necessarily struggle with confidence, but they struggle with procrastination as it relates to execution, I think that is there a fear there? Is there a fear? Is there a fear of sometimes this is coming to me? Sometimes when we procrastinate on execution, but we're confident, sometimes we may be afraid of, oh my God, this might actually really work. And sometimes, like, is there a fear there, Denisha? Or is it just a true lack of motivation? Do you think accountability will help? Like true one on one accountability. I've had somebody sign with me because they was like, I truly need next level accountability. Let's see. She said no fear at all. Maybe so. What about your schedule? Probably have to get in the habit of having a new schedule, like time blocking and getting intentional with it. Seriously. So that's okay. It's Tuesday. Like, do you work off a to-do list? Or do you just you do a to-do list but you keep pushing it off, pushing it off, pushing it off, pushing it off? Simone says I have to find a goal or reward to keep me focused and not procrastinate as much. I like that. Tanisha said I've been trying to dig at the root of it but can't seem to pinpoint it. Accountability may be it. I'm definitely unorganized, so scheduling may be it. I usually work off a to-do list, but will definitely put it off. Yeah, I think some accountability on the level that it frightens you would move the needle for you because you've got to get in the habit of working like that. You truly do. But I also think that if just that mental block of execution, I think it's still a form of self sabotage in a way. So I would dig into that for sure. Accountability may be it. Denisha, get with Denisha, I think that you and Destiny, are you familiar with Destiny? She just came back to the Conquer Club. I feel like y'all would be really good accountability partners. And then you get on your schedule. So refine your things to do. refine your mindset on getting things done, right? So something like the idea of just hearing the idea of the compound effect changed the game for me. Where me, like y'all, I'm super ambitious. I want to do 50 million different things, but I understand the idea of just these small tasks. They still move the needle. They still get me closer to the goal because they compound over time. And then just center my schedule around that. And maybe then some true next level accountability can help you get into the habit of that. And then maybe you'll be able to find your own rhythm. Okay, she said, I agree with self sabotage. Yeah, sometimes, yeah, I'm gonna put y'all, let me put y'all in the a group chat. Yeah, because yeah, that next level accountability will help you get into a new rhythm. Sometimes that, especially when you've been doing it for some time, you can jump in, jump out. You know, sometimes long term that might catch up with us. Yeah. All right. Cool. Okay. All right, Natanya says I'll be posting more on my business page. How do you get people to go more to your business page? So, Natanya, the thing about Facebook and everybody that's listening, I want you to think about this. When you're scrolling on your timeline, which we all do it, when do you really see a business page on your natural timeline? Most of the time, it's when it's a sponsored ad. Just because the Meta platform, like, it's a pay to play game. So if you have a business page, you're not going to naturally show up on timelines like a personal page would, because Meta wants you to pay to have access to their customers. So that's why we've always kind of ran with the idea of leverage your personal page as kind of like this personal brand where it's really business focused, but there are a couple of elements that very much make you still feel like you're my friend. Because the business page, you can do it by tagging it, by doing all of the things. But the way, and y'all know, y'all scroll the way that you don't see. I probably follow a decent amount of business pages, but I either see somebody that's on my true friends list or a sponsor ad, you know. Meta is really pay to play when it comes to your business page. So my advice has been in that situation, either you're going to truly pay for the advertisement, to, be getting the ad game, or you leverage your personal page. Here with Conquer and what I do, I don't really want people to get caught up on the idea of separating them. Well, I want to keep my business separate. That's my business page, my business page, my business page. This is my personal page. My idea is you kind of create this personal brand umbrella because, above all things, you're selling you. And to know me and to follow me is to know about Conquer, right? So it's kind of like this idea of this personal brand where they're intertwined together. Denisha said I gave her building the business page. Natanya said, do you help with content calendars? I do. Natanya, do you want to create one together? If so, let me know. So we can do just like a one-off session where I create the content calendar for you. So I can give you the price of that. I just want to be sure of what you need first. So, and Simone said, yes, that's why it's on my personal page. I keep building my personal page. Yeah. So that's kind of how Meta is. So, and again, the live from last night touches on this, the idea of following a content sequence. Yep, she said I train my team the same way, leveraging their personal page. Yeah, because the thing too is, y'all, people don't want to feel sold to. They really don't. They don't want to feel sold to. So for your content calendar, Natanya, just to give you this, and if there's anybody else that's listening, and they want to fill out, they want like, hey Deb, I really need a content calendar. I can work with you and create one with you, and I'm sure it's gonna change the game for you. But I'm gonna talk you through my thought process of what I would charge a couple of $100s for, or who knows, right? It would be, what is your, so you'll start with this. What is my mission? What is my solution? And who is my ideal customer? I will start with those three things. This is what I do. If somebody pay me for a content calendar, I'm gonna do the same thing. So, what is this brand story or mission? What is their solution, and who is their ideal customer? What are 10 business focused pain points that their customer has? What are 10 emotional pain points that their customer has? I'm going to mix the hell out of that and then follow my content calendar where you're inspiring them in the morning, educating them in the afternoon, and entertaining them in the evening. And we're just going to rotate up and down your pain points and up and down your brand story. And it's just a foolproof method. You throw in a hobby or interest, show them how to shop with you, have live interactions, and it's just a no-brainer method that you can do. So, and again, well, if you did it with me, we could talk through, what does each video look like? What does the caption look like? When I promote my website, what do I say? What is truly my solution? We can talk through all of that. But that's really sorry y'all, I have to prop my feet up. That's the overall solution. Yeah. This is my favorite spot to work. Like, my husband went through all of the trouble of getting me like a custom office and stuff in the front of the house, but I love sitting here. And I know y'all have seen my kitchen island if y'all follow me, but I love sitting up here in my island. It's like my favorite place to work, so I'm just getting comfortable. So she said, too bad I purged my friends list. I did. I purged mine recently too, Simone. I purged my friends list, and I actually started because I realized that I didn't have that many women from Dallas on my friends list. And I'm like, I live here. I should be hosting way more events in Dallas. I should be hosting Conquering Cocktails like once a month, you know? So I purged so many people off my friends list, and I started going into some local Dallas groups and started adding some of those ladies. So I added a couple of hundred of them. So I need to go back through and rinse out about 500 more people and add about 500 more girls from DFW, because this is where I live, so I need to be in front of them a lot more. So I feel you. And again, that's something that we have to remind ourselves to do on a regular basis, because even the other day when I was just kind of going through and scrubbing my friends list and adding some ladies from Dallas, I got the Conquering Cocktails pinned at the top of my page, and they were coming and just grabbing the ticket and coming on in the group and everything. So I was like, bam, this is exactly what I wanted. So, yeah. Okay, so if you have any other questions, let me know. Y'all know, of course, I would love to answer them. But I hope that everybody here had a great week, right? So I hope that you were able to conquer something differently, look at something differently, maybe get some clarity about some of the things that we've been thinking about for our business. I know for me, I really want to make sure that I'm as focused on the back end of my business as I am on the front end. That's been a struggle, right, to get caught up in, especially because of what I do. I was talking about going live and doing this and confidence and stuff. So easy to get focused on what the business looks like instead of what's actually going on behind the scenes. Do the numbers add up and make sense? Um, you know what I'm saying? Like, are we converting people? Are we following up? Are we doing strategic marketing? So, yeah. So the live from last night kind of touched on the idea of content and making sure that your page is not really about you. And tonight, the only thing that I'm going to leave us with is just to be yourself. Be yourself. So that's the final lesson of this week, is be yourself. So lesson 1 about being popular and growing our impact was being redundant with your message and going to find people who need it, who like it. Okay, lesson 2 was move strategically. What are 3 things that you do that generate buzz? What are 3 things that you do that generate income? What are 3 things that you do that make people enjoy following you? Lesson 3 was about accountability and confidence. So you can have all of the strategy in the world, but if you don't have that accountability, you'll be on the hamster wheel for forever. If you don't have that confidence, you'll continuously compare yourself and, of course, be on the hamster wheel. Lesson 4, last night we talked about the idea of it's not really about you. Your page should be a source of entertainment, education, and or value to people who come across it. So you're the face, you're the vessel, but are you truly worth following? Okay? And tonight is going to be at the core of all things. You have to be yourself. And I want to explain really quickly what I mean by that. I want to remind something that I feel like I said a few times this week, and that is what changed the game for me when it came to content was I don't have to go and produce content. Content is not some type of movie script or movie that I have to think of with a script and an outfit and a scenario and how am I going to pose and do this or that. If that's the idea of content, it's going to feel daunting, scary, overwhelming. It's going to take way too long. And it's just never going to manifest into anything that's productive. The goal is not to produce content, is to simply document who you are and what you do already in real life. We have to be bold enough to live a little bit more loudly. This is why we love stuff like mommy content, cleaning content. It's so everyday. So I want you to think about that for yourself. And even when I started to think about it for me, I'm like, okay, I'm tired of the idea of having to create some type of movie for content. Content should naturally be who I am. So if I'm the type of girl that I love shopping at Ross, that's my jam, baby. I'm going to stop at Ross at least one time a week on my way home. Guess what? That becomes like a little short a series on my platform. All right, y'all, it's another Tuesday. We're heading to Ross. Let's see what we find today. Okay, y'all, even if you're like, oh, y'all, look at these towels. They only $12.99. Like, that becomes a part of the documenting who you are. Let's say if you can't cook, but you know you can find the best frozen meals at Sam's Club. But you ain't the type of girl that cook, but you can put some stuff, you can get some frozen meals, baby, and hook it up. That's content. You might have to do it consistently. And of course, you'll get to the point where the videos get cuter and cuter and sharper, right? So that's content. If you're the type of woman where you be chilling, like you find you something good to watch on Netflix and you be chilling, guess what you can do? All right, y'all, it's another ain't feeling it Friday. Here are the 3 things I found on Netflix that I love. See y'all next Friday. Love shopping at Aldi. All right, y'all, here's what I found at Aldi this week. Love doing makeup. Okay, like Black women who love Target. Easy. Thank you so much, Simone. I just did a competition. I love that for you. Yeah, exactly. If you're the type of person where you're going to stop at Target, and it's not about you going and buying and having the aesthetics and all of that. But if you go and you show us 5, hey, Black girl, here are 5 bomb things that I found at Target this weekend, girl, come on in with me. And then you do a little voiceover. You be like, ooh, girl, you know, it smelled like Starbucks and Karen's in here. But look, anyway, y'all, look at this robe I found. It was one, like, if that's you, imagine how natural that's going to feel for you. And sometimes I even have to tell myself, Deb, just have fun with your content. Like, truly have fun with it. Especially since, you know, we'll get into a season of stressing over the content so much, child. We be like, woo. I'll be like, just slow down and have fun with it. You know, Starbucks and Karen's, girl, it do. You know, y'all know how Target smell? It smell like Starbucks. It smell like It do. Target got a. But people will know what I meant if I said that. It's not like Stanley Cups and Karens. For real. So maybe taking that perspective will help us with our content calendars without us overthinking so much. And also with us giving ourselves permission to be a little bit more bold. So if we're doing something cool, and it's something to get used to, if we're doing something cool or we're like, hey, I think this is what Dale was talking about when she talked about content. Go for it. Just go for it. Just go for it. You don't have to ask me and Dad, what do you like? Just go for it. Just go for it. It's one more learning experience, one more way for us to see you and experience you. And keep in mind, we can't be afraid. For those of you that say, well, I wouldn't just post it because I'm a perfectionist. I'm a perfectionist. It's okay for people to see you starting out at the bottom. It's okay for people to see you started off with the content that's, that you look back and you're going to cringe. It's okay. Everybody looks back at old work and cringe, you know? So just go for it. Truly go for it. And this is where your village comes into play, your accountability partner. Hopefully, you're with somebody. Don't grab a yes person. We've talked about that on Wednesday night, about the idea of accountability. Don't pair up with another softie. If you're a softie, don't pair up with another softie. Okay? Pair up with somebody that's going to be honest with you. That's why a lot of people enjoy being around me and learning from me, because it's honest, right? But it's honest. It's honesty only in a way where it's like, think about this, or maybe you can add this, So, and having somebody that's really going to be on you, that's going to challenge you to do better. Somebody that's just going to say, girl, come on, do better. Like you truly could have did better this week. You truly could have moved the needle this week. And I have to also keep that in mind for myself too, with scheduling some of my downtime, because my brain truly needs to recharge. Like truly needs to recharge. And I don't know about y'all, but I'll have these moments where I'm like, okay, I am going to have a late start to my day. I'm going to relax until noon, and I'll get up and work at 2 after lunch. And while I'm resting, the only thing that I can do is think about how much I could be getting done if I was up, and it's just like this vicious cycle. But I really had to understand that rest is also a part of the formula. I can recharge, get some new ideas, rest my brain, instead of just getting up for the sake of getting up, staring at the computer mindlessly, Denisha says, people actually love that I find, and because it's authentic, real people like to see people, starting from the bottom, then growing. They notice it. Absolutely. Yes. She said, I wind up through the day. I start work at 11 a.m. Yeah. You can make content out of anything, ladies. We truly can. We can make content out of anything. We truly can. Even like right now, I got some dishes in my sink. I could turn the camera around and do a time lapse of me washing dishes and do a voiceover about my Friday. I woke up, y'all. I had to crochet my hair. When was the last time y'all crocheted y'all hair? Girl, I was standing in front of the mirror for 3 hours and my arm was hurting so bad. But I just got off live with my audience. I'm so excited about everything that's going on in my business. So, girl, I'm about to grab me some wine, give me some Chinese food, and watch Netflix. Have a good night. Bye. Living out loud is really what it is. It's really living out loud. It's just like living out loud. It truly is. It's living out loud. And then for people who don't do content, or when you are kind of shifting, you're going to be like, oh, I'm really recording everything and doing a lot. And you will have moments like that. But you'll get used to it for one, and then also give yourself space to just be present sometimes. There are some times where I do stuff like when I was at the graduation at Chase, I didn't take a single picture of it of my own content at all, which is so unlike me because usually I'm filming myself walking up, da da this, da da that. But I was like, Deb, give yourself permission to just be present today, and it's all good. I went and enjoyed a nice lunch at the bar, didn't film anything, just chilling, and that's okay too. So it's really this combination of all of these things where you give yourself grace, but also have moments where you really understand that you got to press the gas, because if you don't, you just going to be sitting there amazing grace and broken stress. You know, you can't have that much grace. We got to get to it, because this doesn't come easy. And nobody's coming to save us, right? Nobody's coming to save us. Going live like this is really helping my confidence so much, because going live sometimes always feels like a thing. But now I'm just like, I'm gonna get on here and talk to my girls, because for one, I'm running late and I wanted to still, honor the last day of the challenge. And I was about to go in there and set my lights up. I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna do it right here. I'm just about to do it right here at the kitchen island. I had this shirt on since I got out the shower earlier. I did my hair in this shirt. And I was just like, I'm just finna come get on, and that's it, and just talk and just spend time with y'all. So, me changing my mindset about it is like, it's over half the journey. Me just changing my mindset about it is over half the journey. So then I paired that with execution, with accountability, with being confident. The only thing I did, now I'm not gonna lie, my pillows was all over the place, cause this my favorite laying spot in the living room. So I was like, well, you do maybe need to stand the pillows up. You know what I'm saying? Cause they was just flat and just laying. But this is my little spot. this my spot right here. When I watch my Netflix in here, watch TV here, this is my spot right here. So we'll say I did a little static there. But other than that, girl, please. It was just it. Now y'all can't see all this. I got a few dishes in the sink I need to do. I got some extra hair on the counter from the beauty supply store. And I got a little wrench left over on the counter because I ate some chicken. I got some left. Now I don't know if I'm going to need the rest of that wrench because it's so good. That's it. She said, Real Rock Contour, living life out loud. I love it, Deb. Yep, that's what it is. Living life out loud. Grace runs out. Just had that convo with my little sis this week. Yes, girl. So that's it, ladies. Living out loud. That's at the core of, glad you said it too, Denisha. That's at the core of what's called from it, like what we have to do, like what's required of us. Sorry. That's what's required of us in this next season. We're going to have to live out loud, ladies. And we're going to do it with the intent to get all of the amazing things that we want, but we know what comes along with that. Some nice, so favorable things. Okay? Some people are going to be offended. Some people are going to disagree. Some people are going to troll. Some people are going to ignore it. But in the same breath, a lot of people are going to see it. A lot of people are going to come follow you. A lot of people are going to want to know more about you and what you do. A lot of people are going to want to collab. A lot of people are going to want to network with you. So it's really the formula for what was the goal for us to talk about how to get more popular. There's a lot of things that go into that recipe. Okay, so I hope that this was helpful. This week was fun. We're going to come back and do this all over again. But again, to the ladies that are not inside the Conquer Club, the link is down below. JoinTheConquerClub.com. It is a $90 per month commitment. But I want you to come into the Conquer Club, first off, with a mindset of how can you always make that investment back? Do you truly think that if you came to my classes, we have them on Tuesday nights, that you wouldn't be able to make your $90 investment back, thus the Conquer Club completely paying for itself? Okay. She said it was. We appreciate you. Oh, of course, girl. I'm going to be ready for the next one, honey. I'm going to be ready for the next one. I'm enjoying these lives every evening. I truly am. I love them so much. And they're good for my lead generation, girl. Okay? Okay. So, yes, consider joining the Conquer Club, ladies. Come and network. Come and get you an accountability partner. Come learn from me every Tuesday night. And also have access to my network, guest speakers on a variety of topics. We've done makeup. This Tuesday, we're doing couponing. I'm helping the ladies set their goals for April's. And, of course, once you join the Conquer Club, I become your coach. So it is a life-changing community. It's not just about courses and all of that stuff. Y'all know that's not really my jam. But if you need a space to grow, to connect with some other girls that look like you, talk like you, think like you, that are ambitious, that are next level, this is not the struggle club. This is not the sad club. This is the club where we live life. We're going to the next level. We are ambitious women who are doing amazing things. We just need a safe space to kind of take our cape off if we need to brag about ourselves, you know, to unravel all of the ideas that we have. This is the space. If you're a woman that's in real estate, trucking, dispatching, I don't know if this is the best space for you when it comes to strategy, but if you're coaching, consulting, skincare, accessories and fashion, also if you're doing any type of financial services such as tax preparer, credit preparer, and if you have products, this is going to be an amazing, life-changing space for you inside the Conquer Club. So also, I'll be doing Conquering Cocktails this summer, where I'm going to be coming to your city. We're going to be doing our 3rd year of Conquering Cocktails. We're going to be kicking off next Saturday here in Dallas on April the 6th. So I still have 10 spots left. I still got 10 tickets left for Dallas. We're going to be doing a Jamaican style lunch from 2 to 5. So I'll be doing mimosas for everybody. Come network, meet some new friends. You can hang out with me. It's going to be a good time. We'll be doing Conquering Cocktails in Atlanta. So I'll be disclosing the dates, location. You can grab your tickets on Eventbrite. And then we'll also do Conquering Cocktails in Memphis. I'll disclose the date and location. You can get your tickets off Eventbrite. So we moving this summer, y'all. We're we're turning it up a notch. Go back and listen to the videos. Get all of the information. Take all of the notes. And again, this is what worked for me. This is at the core of what I believe in. There are a million ways to market, but this is what I believe in. I've seen it work for women and change their lives. So all right, y'all. I'm finna go open up my other bottle of wine and find me something to eat. So, good night, ladies. I'll see y'all next week. And I'll see my girls in the Conquer Club on Tuesday night. Good night, y'all. Good night, ladies.